for the very latest news from Thailand. This is the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. If you could like and subscribe, well, that would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Authorities are stepping up inspections of cannabis shops across Thailand and warning that those operating without valid licenses or breaking the conditions of those licenses will face legal action. A government spokeswoman says the tighter controls will continue, particularly in major tourist destinations, to improve compliance and restore public confidence in the industry. In Phuket alone, officials discovered that 533 cannabis shops had failed to renew their licenses, while a further 12 businesses have had their licenses suspended. In Bangkok, the governor has ordered what he describes as a comprehensive, no-favoritism inspection of the capital's more than 1,000 entertainment venues over the next 60 days. The inspections are a direct response to last week's deadly nightclub fire and will begin with venues considered high risk, those attracting large crowds or premises that have already generated safety complaints. For the first time, authorities will also set maximum occupancy limits for individual venues, making owners directly responsible for ensuring those limits are not exceeded. That also means members of the public who believe a venue is dangerously overcrowded can report it, prompting an immediate inspection. Officials will examine everything from the building's structural integrity and electrical wiring to emergency lighting, fire suppression systems, escape routes, and the use of flammable materials. Venue operators are being given the opportunity to carry out any necessary improvements, but authorities have made it clear that businesses failing to meet the required standards will be closed until the problems are corrected. A Phuket chef has found himself in hot water after giving a trainee cook what might once have been considered old-fashioned kitchen discipline. The 20-year-old trainee says the head chef slapped her and then ordered her to eat the rice she had prepared after deciding it wasn't fit to serve customers. In years gone by, many chefs believed a sharp tongue, and occasionally a sharp hand, were simply part of life in a professional kitchen. These days, however, there's one important difference: CCTV cameras. The trainee says she intends to submit medical evidence and video footage to Patong police on the 20th of July before pressing charges. On the bright side, customers never knew there was a problem, as another member of the kitchen quickly prepared a fresh batch of rice. Meanwhile, Bangkok police have quietly closed an investigation that initially appeared rather mysterious. Construction workers renovating a temple discovered what looked very much like human remains buried beneath the foundations. As it turns out, they were absolutely right. The skeleton belonged to the great-grandmother of the family who founded the temple. When they financed the temple's construction back in the 1970s, they also arranged for their grandmother to be laid to rest there. Unfortunately, after 50 years underground, the coffin had long since disintegrated. The family has now decided to hold a traditional cremation ceremony before returning her ashes to exactly the same resting place once the renovation work is complete. A rather unusual discovery, but thankfully one with a perfectly innocent explanation. Closer to home, a group of illegal loan sharks are finding Pattaya's prison cells considerably less comfortable than the lifestyle they had become accustomed to. Police arrested the suspects after uncovering an online lending operation charging an astonishing 30% interest per month. The investigation began after officers spotted loan advertisements on Facebook. Search warrants led police to loan agreements, computer records detailing repayments, and lists of outstanding debts involving millions of baht. Authorities are again urging anyone being threatened or intimidated by illegal moneylenders to report the matter immediately, particularly where violence or strong-arm tactics are being used to collect repayments. Pattaya's newly re-elected mayor officially began his second term yesterday by leading the city's executive team through a traditional blessing ceremony at City Hall. He is expected to appoint deputy mayors, advisors and senior officials before formally introducing the new administration to both city staff and the public. The mayor outlined 3 main priorities for the next term: improving residents' quality of life, continuing Pattaya's long-term development, and strengthening the city's economy and international tourism profile. And finally, when is 1 million baht not really 1 million baht? Answer: when you've hidden it in a cupboard and the termites decide to open a savings account of their own. A Thai woman has become something of a social media sensation after revealing she stored around 1 million baht in cash at home instead of putting it in the bank. She described the cupboard as her safe. Unfortunately, the termites had rather different ideas. By the time she opened it, a large quantity of the banknotes had been chewed beyond recognition. The good news is that banks can often replace damaged notes, provided enough of each note remains to identify it. The bad news? Officials estimate around 1/3 of her savings had already become lunch. Perhaps not quite the investment strategy she'd intended. And the weather. Expect scattered thunderstorms throughout today and into this evening, with a high of 33 degrees, an overnight low of 28, and another humid day with sunshine never too far away, between the showers.
Local and national news today from Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.